was a crow.
Wow.
That's the way you start a program, yeah?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, so I am Rich.
This is Jermaine.
I'm not doing it. You do it.
Oh, and welcome to the X's and O's of life.
Yeah, this is going to be a soundboard episode, boys.
Yes.
So welcome back. It's been a pretty boring week. Not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Didn't really have to scramble for topics per se, but they were not necessarily our, I don't know. They weren't bottom of the barrel, but they weren't, insanely excitable things. But we are boxes of charisma, so
yeah,
we could really talk about a water bottle and you people would listen. So, Patreon.
For me, it was a short week.
Yeah.
That's why I don't really got.
Oh yeah, because you took half the week off because
birthday.
You turned 78.
Yeah, yep.
Oh man. Oh, great news for me! My sciatic stopped hurting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. You was walking around. Like
it was fun. Man. It's great. Now here's the fun part. Since I had to overcompensate, I feel like I strained my right calf. So
one thing gone, another one pops up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I don't think I'm kind of built for this mortal coil anymore. I may just perish. Not on purpose, absolutely accident. Just my body's just gonna give up.
Throwing in the towel.
So.
Yeah, I just turned 84.
Yeah, you did.
And
Wait, we're gonna use a new one.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have been great.
He's almost dead.
Yeah. So.
No, congrats, man.
Remember when we talked about the birthdays on the other BDE? Mm-hmm. I mean, no, that was X's and O's. When we talked about your birthday earlier in the month.
Yay.
Yep. And we talked about pretty much.
I made Gentleman's 84.
We talked about pretty much I value my birthday to the point where I'm making sure I'm not working the week that's either leading up to my birthday or making sure, most of the time I take off the whole week or right around my birthday, which tends to fall around Memorial Day. And I always get like an extra day, that extra Monday off. So my birthday's on the 26th of May. Sometimes there's been days that my birthday was actually on Memorial Day. But I always, take that week off, or I try to schedule some time around that day. So with this, me being at a new job, I've only been there about 7 months, maybe like 8 months, going on 8 months. And I couldn't take a week because I don't have the tenure. I'm not, I don't have the vacation time to just lay out there. I can't just get in there and be like, what?
That place would fall apart without you. Clearly.
Doubt that. No, but I'm just saying I didn't have the time. So I said, my birthday's on Friday. I said I'm going to take the day before. I took a Thursday, took Friday. I'm already off on the weekends, which is Saturday, Sunday. And then Memorial Day is Monday. So that's like a little mini vacation right there. That's like 5 days. So leading up to the day that you're about to go out of the office. And tell me this, if this hasn't happened to you, I'm pretty sure it's happened to everyone out there. Right before you're about to take some extended time off.
Yep.
Whether it be a week, 2 days, 3 days, or even you take a Friday before for a long weekend.
Listen, I have my alternate holiday on Tuesday because I'm working Memorial Day for probably 4 hours and I'm just going to leave.
Oh.
I'm looking at it as like this because I work 4/10, so I work Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So that Tuesday is going to be, an extra off day. So I'll have off tomorrow, work Monday, have 3 off.
Okay.
But I'm looking at that like it is the holy grail. There's this weird, stupid excitement for me to not do something for another day. It is the dumbest thing. But
as you get closer to the days, you're hearing the the sun shine down
Yeah.
in front, like, oh.
And
like,
we both know I ain't gonna do a damn thing. Not a single part of being productive. I am just gonna be like
as lazy as possible.
That's called my Wednesdays. Yes. But anyway, sorry. Continue.
But but leading up to that, right before you're about to have some extended time off, why does this happen? Either the day before you're about to have it, or the day. This time it was one day before the last day. So basically, I worked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday last week.
Right.
When I got to Tuesday, the whole office fell apart. Like, I'm like, what?
Yep.
What is going on? It's like right before you're about to get some time off, the craziest, weirdest scenarios present themselves. Like, I was getting questions from people I never emailed, I never Skyped, I never...
Even though they work there.
Yeah! I mean, they were on somebody else's team. They almost never reach out for help. But guess what, that Tuesday?
Right.
They was asking for help. Guess what, that Tuesday? They wanted you to take a supervisor call. It's like, what is...
Right.
I felt like the place, it was a figurative explosion. Like,
right.
I mean, it was unbelievable. And that happened. That didn't just happen to me at this new job. For years upon years at my previous job, anytime leading up to the day right before I'm about to take my week vacation, the whole place catches fire. It's a pure dumpster fire, and you're like running out, almost like you're saving. It's a fire, and you're saving as many people as you're like, get out. Save as many as you can, and you run out of that office like, man, I do not want to see that office for another week.
See, you're kind of taking it from the managerial role.
Yeah,
right?
in management, yeah.
On, another, if you're below that tier, it's a different kind of feel, man. It is, you're just sitting there like, what? What? What do you want?
Like, if somebody say, I just want you to have a nice day, you're like, what do you want?
Like, it is insane. Like, the apps, and it's almost like, and it's the weirdest thing, because you're looking for this glorious, like, oh my God, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And you're just like, one more person. I swear to God, one more person. And it's the weirdest thing, because you're, even if you like your job,
yeah,
there's that, like, I'm already in this mode.
You have seeped out, like, as the days went on, the care that you gave was seeping out.
Yeah.
And the do not care was pumping in.
Yeah. Kind of wish this was BDE, because there are many.
I almost cursed.
There are many trucks that are not given. Yeah, it is. It's all perception, man. It's all. I guess it's all in your head.
Yes, you turn it into that, because you are so checked out into the next realm of where you are so obsessed with the future that the present has no place for you.
And you know what? It's funny, because this is a perfect segue into something I wanted to kind of mention. Did you have any more kind of hits on that, or?
No. I'm good.
So, and this kind of came up in sort of a meeting, just randomly. It just kind of popped in my head, and I just mentioned it. Doesn't matter if you like your job or not. At least with me, I value time way more than money. So at my job,
yes,
I have the opportunity to, if you work the holiday, you get double time and a half.
Yes.
Which, I don't struggle. I make it, I'm making over,
decent coin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I eat ramen occasionally, but it's voluntarily, not,
not out of necessity.
Right. Shout out to ramen, not a sponsor. So
get on the train.
Yeah. Patreon, let's go, baby. Pay me some money or ramen. I don't care. One of the two.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where every single time there is a holiday, I take the alternate holiday. So I will still work that day, but I'll take regular pay to then give myself another day off. And I'm losing that halftime. I still get paid regular, and then I get regular time on my alternate holiday, so I'm losing that halftime.
Because normally if it's time and a half, then you're getting pretty much an extra day pumped into your pay, as well as it's double pay.
Right. So I'm essentially losing 4 hours that I could have gained.
Yes.
To gain 24 hours of me time. So, and really, and in the grand scheme of life, if you look at that, and I swear to God, just so everybody knows, my dog is picking up every single goddamn noisy thing he can, and he never does this. But
hey, I just look behind me and like the whole living room's been torn apart.
Yeah, the wife's at the movies with the kids, which usually would be a great thing for me. But this dog, we really do need to start doing video, seriously. But every noisy, squeaky. So if y'all are hearing that, I'm sorry.
Actually, he heard me talk about the explosion at work, and he said, "I'm going to create one back here."
Yeah, exactly. He's adding ambience to it. Anyway, I realized I've been working at the same place for damn near 7 years now.
Yeah,
and I think I've done every single alternate holiday except one, and that's because I dropped the ball and forgot. And I've sacrificed, and then once again, it's only 5 hours or whatever it ends up being. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It made me realize I value time so much more than money.
Yes. Because if it was all about the money, you would be signing up for extra overtime too.
Right, I barely want to work my shift, dude. I find reasons not to work. Oh, I scuffed my toe. Don't you sit for work? It doesn't listen. Don't poke holes in this, all right? My toe hurts. It's fine.
Yeah.
But no, and I don't know how much that has to do, if it's been more noticeable for me because we've been doing the podcast, and sweet Jesus we haven't really talked about this too much lately because I kind of said stop doing it because we sound ridiculous, but just excitement about doing this, that has bled into me not wanting to do my job anymore.
Yeah.
But it's just a funny thing how having something else to focus on that really, I mean, it's definitely a pipe dream a little bit, but we would love to make this a career.
Oh, absolutely.
Honestly, I mean, anything that you're striving to do, that you have a passion for, that you want to dedicate time for, that has a, opportunity to be lucrative, you obviously want to make that into a career. Also, Jermaine just hit the Heisman on the dog, which if y'all could have saw, was ridiculous because it was perfect form. Anyway,
I gave him a baby one.
It's fine. No, if you really would have Heisman, we would have had some issues. But it's just wild how much, when you really have a look, when you look back at it, you're just like, yeah, man, like there's so many people out there that are struggling and scraping for change. I'm just throwing money away.
Do you think the value of time over money occurs over time? Like, I mean, like the older you get, the more you value your time. Or is it that a result of maybe you're more established later on in your life?
I think that's a mixture.
You're not as hard up for the money.
I think that's a mixture. Obviously, me and you both know Tiff's she's
winner.
Yeah, she's killing it. And look, any dude out there that has that weird kind of thing about him, that misogynistic kind of, my woman can't. Yeah, okay, my woman makes 6 figures. Shut up.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Bring in as much as you can.
Like I'm trying to be.
I have no problems with it. I don't have no masculinity crap that won't let me live with it. Like what?
I'm trying to be a stay-at-home dad with no kids in the house. Let's go. So that's always
going to get
weird.
You pregnant at home.
Am I a seahorse? So yeah, I mean, I think that has a lot to do with if you're not hard up on it, and it's not a flex by any stretch. I'm not that guy, but I think it's one of those. If we were like, hey, look, we really need this to make the rent, there would be no question, hey, look, let me not do the alternate holiday. Let me just work these,
and take in the extra
whatever. Like, but it's never been like that. So I think that has a lot to do with it.
Well, I mean, the reason why I kind of bring up that question because I noticed over the time that I was at a previous job that when I first started, I would get to the end of the year and be burning through my vacation time because I used none.
Right.
Like almost because, and it definitely had something to do with I loved what I was doing. You know,
right.
I definitely, I almost never took off. I was there, I was a salaried employee. So, there was times I could leave early, but then there was times I could come in late, but then there's times I had to stay over, and.
It all balances out, essentially.
Yeah, no, not really.
No, I know. It sounded good, though, didn't it?
I put in way more hours.
Salary jobs are for suckers.
Mm-hmm. Especially right around, like, I have to do performance review, mid-year reviews and year-end reviews. Man, I would be in that place till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Get up, come back in at 2:30, and then stay another. I mean, right around, like, when those reviews were done, needed to be done, we had like 16 reports and you had to write 16 individual reviews where, don't get me wrong, I cut and paste and copied a lot and just changed the name, of course. Yeah. If the same behavior or the same desired behavior needs to be changed or to be improved, you best believe I took off Sally and slapped on Larry.
Yeah. I mean, you work smarter, not harder, man.
And made sure I did the Control F and find all the she's and turn them into he's.
Yeah.
And edit the whole thing. But the reason why I say that is I would be burning through time at the end of the year because, like I said, I love what I was doing. And at that time, it was the same amount of money. So I guess the time aspect of it was, I was making the same amount of money, but it was like I didn't really value time off, put it that way.
Yeah.
So I guess that's where I'm going with time off. Like by the time the last 5 years I was at this job, man, any chance I
called
first
off. Year
or I took off.
The first year I was there, I had so much PTO left that from I think it was like September, I was able to take every single Saturday off for the rest of the year.
Wow.
Now I'm like, it's May. I'm like, I don't got shit left.
You get your new time in January, and by May it's gone.
Gone. And I'm being nice about it. Legitimately, that thing was gone in it may have been gone in
February.
It may have been gone in April, man. No lie. But yeah, it's one of those things. I think definitely enjoying your job helps.
Yes, it does.
But it's also called a job, not a hobby. So meh.
Yeah.
But
I mean, as far as that example, definitely it kind of reminds me as far as time and money is. Amusement parks. When you go to people pay extra money for convenience. Convenience is saving time.
I got a perfect wife story for you when you're ready. Perfect wife story.
I mean, if you got to pay a little extra money to cut out some time, you're going to pay it. I.e., the airline industry,
or even just even effort. I think people use that to kind of cut out effort. Like the wife story, legitimately, we're a mile away from a Starbucks. I have no qualms driving down there, but she will continuously Uber Eats Starbucks when I'm like, baby, I'm not even working. Let me run down there. Nah, it's fine. It's like okay,
yep.
But you think about just Uber Eats in general.
Yes, people paying for convenience, not wanting to put on some clothes,
right?
Jump in the car.
And the craziest thing is, they don't deliver that far. So, you traveling there is not a big deal. But if they're more than a mile or two, you start seeing that delivery fee, $6.99. God, why are you $10? What happened? And it's
People pay extra. Amusement parks.
Yeah.
They got
Do it.
The regular line.
Yep.
And you got the
That
skip 'em line.
VIP line.
And you pay almost double a ticket. Well, not double, but you probably paid like 1.5 ticket.
Yeah, honestly, you're probably closer to 2, especially now. It's probably closer to 2, man.
And people pay.
And here's the
faithfully.
funny, and it's almost the funniest thing because that line ends up being longer than the other one.
I definitely walked past several lines where the people in the fast line was complaining just as much as the people in the other line.
You know what? And it's funny. It's what was it? It's funny thinking about all this stuff because I was kind of in my own little box thinking, yeah, man, I'm just taking time off and this job can shove it. Yeah. But thinking, yeah, like airlines, like instead of driving, I'd rather pay, 3 times, 4, well, actually not even, that's not even correct, an egregious amount more to fly, which now, mind you, I would love to. Well, I don't want to say I want to die in a plane. I had to rethink that one. I really enjoy flying. Like, that is my bag. So I will find reasons to fly. But, like, the normal person that isn't weirdly obsessed with that.
No, not really. Yeah. I mean, I find it to be cool. And then it's like the first 20, 30 minutes, then I'm kind of over it.
Oh, my God, I love it.
Like, no, I look out the window, and it's just so amazing. And it's like, man, this is like these are one of, like, a lot of times you're on something man-made, and you're like, man, this is one of the accomplishments.
Listen, how many times I look up, I'm an idiot.
Human man. Like, you're like, dang, I can't believe they can put up.
Man.
I don't know how many tons of play.
It's a big, giant metal death tube.
Yeah.
That is flying.
As huge as planes are and how much they weigh, it is an accomplishment to sit there and watch it take off, and this big hunk of metal is in the air.
Right.
Like, wow.
Levitating for reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I will, on a fairly regular basis, look up in the sky like a weirdo. Without any context, you're just going to look at me and be like, what's that guy doing? I don't know. But I'm just looking at that plane. I'm like, that is stupid why that works. Yeah. I don't get it. Because I can fall off the couch and, like, break my leg.
Yeah.
But there's this giant metal aluminum tube flying in the air because science.
And it doesn't stop there. It's not just planes. I mean, like, it's different sizes of the planes. Like, look, some of the military, those big, what do they call cargo bombs? B-52
like bombers.
I mean, these things are humongous,
right.
And they can get in the air and go at speeds
500 miles an hour, man.
Unbelievable,
craziness.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, because that could be a topic for another day, because we just kind of may have sprung on something there. But
it's like something shiny,
and we were over here. There we go. Welcome to our podcast. Anyone that has listened to us, we are ADHD incarnate. But I'm glad you brought up those other things. It kind of made me really think outside my box that I was stuck in, because I was just so focused on...
focusing on the job aspect of it, but that's the American way. Yeah. I mean, just think about just people that pay for the convenience to save some type of time. So time itself is way more, the whole adage of, time is money and money is time. No, they're not equal.
No.
You can't put them in the same sentence.
No, because they mean, they're both super subjective things. Like, they mean, their levels of importance are different to everybody.
Yes.
And it's funny because just the last little, because we keep saying, oh, let's move on, but we keep thinking of different things to say because, shiny.
Yeah.
The whole importance of time, I feel like it's kind of a little line in the sand too, because you have the people that are super pretentious that are like, I'm above doing that. I'm going to do this because I am this level of upper class.
Okay.
And then you just have people like me that are like, I don't want to be in a car for 8 hours. Let's fly for 2. That makes more sense to me, because not even necessarily that I want to get to the place that I'm going, but I usually do.
Yeah.
But I just don't want. One, who wants to sit in a car for 8 hours? That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's an interesting thing that this started at this one place, and now it's this deeper. I don't know. That's cool.
Time is pretty
I love
much,
doing it.
I mean, time is like
this.
one of the most valuable things in your life because you have people that have inordinate amounts of money, ridiculous amounts of money, and they'll pay any price to go back 10 years to gather some time back. And, you know, the whole time machine, you know, if somebody, if that time machine was available, you know, like, what's the most expensive car in the market with the Teslas and all of that stuff?
Yeah.
You know, if they built a machine that cost $200 million, you best believe somebody's going to pay that to go back to be able to do time. I mean, we can talk about that.
Yeah, don't do that. You know what? That may be a good topic for the next episode, honestly. Like, we make time and, well, not even just that, but like going back in time, like this. Going
back in time.
Yeah, let that.
Imagine if you was here.
That's called a teaser. You like that voice? Yeah, you do. So, now that I made it nice and weird for everyone, you are welcome. I'm going to hit you with one little quick bullet point, and you're going to be like, what? And then we're going to go right into the draft because, So, what I did this week, and I guess I can explain it to a degree, but I kind of don't want to, just so you can make your own kind of assumptions, because I feel like that's almost more fun. I ate a brownie in the shower.
What? Huh? Hit me with the
Oh, damn. Which one is it?
You did it again, the same exact
I did it, but honestly, the fact that I didn't do it right and that was the noise is perfect. Hold on here. Oh, it's a question mark.
Huh?
Yeah.
A brownie in the shower?
A brownie in the shower.
What?
Yeah. Now, here's where I get the audience participation. If you guys want more of that story, let us know, because I don't know. I mean, it could get weird for you. I don't know. It could be whatever you want it to be. It's fine. No, so legitimately, here's the story. It's really just kind of stupid.
Yeah.
I went to the store and I was like, it's hot, man.
The Alexa's talking.
Alexa is talking.
I'm like, who the heck is talking all of a sudden? What's the phone number? We're being attacked by
legit. Alexa is
Alexa the ghost
saying something about what's the phone. I need Jesus. Where's my gun? All right.
She said, "What's the phone number?" I'm like, well, hey, you Alexa trying to get on?
Listen,
she wants my phone number.
Listen. I heard she's single, sorta. Huh? Maybe she's all about that brownie. I don't know. Anyway, that wasn't even planned. That was just perfect, though.
That was weird.
But yeah, anyway, so I went to the store. I walked up to the store, came back. I'm like, it's a little hot, man. Let me pop in the shower. So, for whatever reason, because...
You take those?
That's cute. That's cute.
Go ahead.
So... You're a bad person. I just brought the bag in with me with whatever else was in there. I set it down, and I saw it, and I was like, all right, I'll be your Huckleberry. Let's dance. And I just did it. I'm like, I don't regret it. So, here is my mission for you folks. I want to try to get Shower Brownie trending on Twitter. Like, if you can get shower brownie or brownie, don't get brownie shower. That I feel like that could take a different turn. So we're gonna do shower brownie. Yeah, kids, if you're listening, don't ask your parents what that could mean.
I didn't even think about the backwards or the inverse of it.
You don't want to think about the backwards.
I was like, what?
Yeah, no brownie shower.
Oh, that was a good one. You caught me.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my shower brownie story. So keep looking forward to more stupid things I'll do. All right, so let's get into the draft here. But before we do that,
thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and it is 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to a therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's via text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time, night or day, and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you can get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you, more scheduling flexibility, and at a more affordable price. Get 10% off with your first month at betterhelp.com/XOOF-life. That's betterhelp.com/XOOF-life.
I said it before, and I'll say it again, folks. It's okay to not be okay. So, guy, gal, gay, straight, white, black, purple, orange, it doesn't matter. Online therapy is not a bad thing. So, if you haven't taken a look at it, if you got some issues that you're worried about, doing a person-to-person thing with, in person, try it out. You got a promo code for us there, so give it a look. So now that that's out of the way, let's do the draft here. So, what are we going to be doing here?
All right. We're only doing 4 picks, right? Or
well, so based on, well, yeah, you know what? Being that our third is at the movies because she just finds reasons to not help me out on the podcast. Super supportive wife. I love you forever. Yeah, we'll do 4 and 4.
Okay.
And there will be 4 that are left out, and they'll be left out for a reason. So.
Yep. And just the numbers and how that added up. You can guess there's only 12 picks here. And that narrows it down pretty much to an easy topic. So, months of the year. And I got... I'm going to draft with my first round pick, September. And the reason being...
Yeah, here we go.
The most funnest time of the year for me is the opening of NFL football season. And it's not too hot. It's not too cold.
Right.
So it's kind of in that transition from summer into
a lot right now.
Summer into fall. It starts the football season, and I'm a fantasy football demon.
Yeah, he's bad at it. But...
It just whenever I think of September, it just gives me. Even when I'm looking on the calendar,
right.
And I look and I see September, I just get chills. Like, whoa, the start of the season. It's like.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a good one.
First round pick.
It's a good one. So, I'm going to go kind of in the same general, I guess, time. I'm going October.
Okay, first round pick.
I love Halloween. It is my bag. I love it because I'm a large child. But the weather is ideal because it's chilly. It's like 50, and I run hot, and that is beautiful. I love it so much. So
yeah, I'm more of a. I don't like it too hot, like the summer.
Right.
Like it's so hot you want to slap your mom.
Yeah.
Then I don't like, of course, I don't know anyone that ever says they love winter.
Yeah,
I haven't met that person. I know people like to ski and stuff like that.
People say that haven't experienced. People in Arizona say that.
I've never met an individual that said they absolutely love. In 45 years that they absolutely love doing it.
People miss it. They miss it when it's gone.
Miss parts of it
because they're sitting there watching a Hallmark movie and it's like, oh, look at that pretty snow, girl. That is not real snow. Stop it.
Yeah.
Secondly, right, be a smoker. That's number 2.
Yes.
All right, pump your brakes. But Yeah, October for the win.
But
Let's
yeah,
go.
I like the fall and the spring, like the in between.
September's such a good one though because that's. Yeah, I mean we all knew that was going to be the 101 there. All right, well, who's
my
your
second pick? I kind of feel obligated. I totally feel obligated to pick February.
Really?
For Black Heritage Month.
Oh,
Black History Month.
okay.
I mean, and some of those black scholars out there that may be listening is like, why wasn't that your first month? If you dedicate it, no, that's not my first.
Listen,
month.
I got some views about that probably won't go over well.
Okay. But it's the shortest month of the year, which is a terrible thing in itself.
Right, it's like a running joke.
One other thing that's in February is it signifies the opening of tax season. So if you're filing your taxes, them W-2s is rolling in, and it's time to file.
That was an absolute reach. Stop. That was terrible. That was terrible.
But I feel obligated, so that's my second round pick. Got it.
Okay. All right,
Gotta
fair
secure
enough.
the team.
All right, no, I get it.
I know where you going. I'm surprised you didn't pick that with your first pick.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I'm curious what you think because I'm.
Oh, don't do it.
I'm gonna go December.
I knew it. That's what I said.
Okay, that was one. All right.
First,
I'm going December for.
Me and you go back and forth. You said you love Christmas.
I love Christmas because I love making my family happy. There is nothing that will make me cry like a little girl than kind of just knowing that I did well by them. I am a super sentimental dude, and I could care less because I'll fight you.
That's what I said. I was surprised that was not your first pick, your first round pick.
Well, I mean, there was a part of me that thought that you didn't care about it because you're dead inside, so I figured it was safe. But I had to go with my heart. My heart is October. I do love the spooky season. It is my bag. So, yeah. So I got Halloween.
Do you think Christmas being in the winter made you lay off of it a little bit? We just talked about how.
No. I just prefer Halloween because I like scaring children better than doing well for children. Yes.
I like how you set that up.
You're welcome.
All right. Third pick. I'm stealing from both of us, of course, because we both were born in the month of May.
I knew you were going to do it.
And the wound is fresh. I just ripped the scab off.
Fair. Yeah. Okay, look, it's fine because I was wondering if I could kind of skirt back and get it.
I thought you was going to somehow
I figured if I took May, you were taking December. So I figured I'd get the powerhouse of Christmas because Jesus. What are you gonna bash him now? Yeah, go ahead, fall back. That's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I thought.
You get Brody with the months about to backhand me.
Listen.
That's what I thought.
All right. So, what do you have so far?
I have September,
Yeah.
February,
Yeah.
and May.
Yeah. I'm going July because I like blowing shit up.
Yes. You are.
I am a fireworks fella.
Champion.
See, I thought you were going to maybe play the game and steal that off me.
No.
But you were a pleasant friend, and I appreciate you for that.
Now, had you not picked it, I probably would have circled back on my last pick.
All right, fair enough. No, so the reason it's so far down on my list now, anyone that knows me any bit knows I have a problem. And I will on the regular spend. Now, last year we got the cops called on us, so I just don't want to do it.
Still got tons of fireworks upstairs.
I still got about 10 to 15 fountains left, and I got to figure out a way to do that. My man Nick said I can pop over to his house and with the wifey and the kiddos, and we can start blowing stuff up over there. So that's perfect. So I appreciate that. But yeah, my reason it's so far down. I don't like the hot, man. It is god awful, and it is just abysmal. So it's tough but it's it's cookout season and all that. So I mean, it has all that. It's like literally the epitome of summer. So I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a juggernaut. So all right, who's the anchor on your team, or who's your fullback?
Ooh, it's a tough choice. It is a tough choice between 2 months.
Really? I don't even have a fourth pick.
I mean, it's kind of a stretch. I mean, it's. I don't. You're gonna get the last pick. It's not like I can get another pick, so I don't care if you hear my two.
Right. Yeah.
It's a toss up between January.
Really?
And
January.
November. So November, of course, Thanksgiving, great holiday.
Fatty.
January is kind of the new year. It's like, hey,
okay,
bring
all right.
new beginnings or whatever. But people are always lying about that all the time. And it's dead smack in the wintertime and it's freezing.
And where we live, it's just, well, you know what? That's not even fair because winter don't start till like March anymore. So we're going on a normal kind of design calendar where months are actually aligned with seasons. So
I think I'm gonna back off of January because there's nothing significant to it, but to me, like the whole New Year starting. Like I said,
and you got February. We're gonna go back-to-back months here,
and then people, that's what cracks me up. After the first of the month, the gym is packed,
legit.
Jam.
Yeah,
everybody with their resolutions and every fool is we're going to start new, we're going to work out, and then by the time February they kind of still hold on. You get the people that's get a little bit more dedicated.
Even in February, really, they even make it to that point. Okay,
and when you get to March, it's right back to the empty gym you used to.
They pull a hammy and you don't see them again until next January.
So I'm gonna go with November because I do love Thanksgiving, and when I do got some money around that time, there's the Black Friday, and it's kind of,
Okay.
So,
November, fair enough.
November.
I think the weather's still decent enough there where you're not like, I mean, it's starting to creep into that. Get
cold, but it's you still sprinkle in those little sunny days. That,
right. And also, that's kind of right around where the leaves change. If you appreciate that stuff, that's really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go on strict feeling. I'm going April. It's spring. You're just kind of getting past that cold of the winter, so you appreciate any type of warm up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ugly outside, but that's basically, we're East Coast Seattle, so it is what it is. It's generally gray the whole time.
Did you get into the April Fool's thing or no?
No,
not really.
And no, because
it seems like it increasingly becomes like, I think when you were at a young age, you always looked forward to that holiday, and you used pranks. And then as the years went on, it became harder to trick people on that day. And then you kind of just forgot about it all again.
That's why I just randomly do it throughout the year and just mess with my family. So
it's all year fools.
Generally speaking, yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's just mostly just from the feeling of the weather and just
I survived the winter and
yeah. I mean, even though it's not really bad out here anymore because global warming and all that. Whether you believe it's a thing or not, you're stupid if you don't. But sorry, not sorry.
It seems like the winters now are like, it went from weeks and months at a time that you're almost snowed in and you're in a cave to now it's like maybe 4 or 5 real cold days and maybe 4 or 5, maybe 10 snow days. But
last Christmas Eve, it was like -30 with the wind chill.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
that Steelers game against the Raiders or whatever.
I
lost my fantasy playoff game.
Pour one out for the homies.
Oh my god. That still brings seared, dirty memories into the
Those are some interesting words there,
Timmy. I still want to slap you for that one.
yeah.
He stepped on you.
Listen, we ain't talking about it because this is the sort of family-friendly thing, and I ain't trying to start having to re-record this.
Yeah.
So stop it.
You're gonna start throwing stuff in PlayStation.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna have to make our football podcast that's going to be dropping sooner than later. Yay. We're going to have to make that explicit because I don't think there's any way two passionate folks like us.
I can't contain myself on something like that.
Right, because now we will have to be careful. We're not going to be like bar
Clays.
Right, we ain't going to be bar talking, but there's going to be some passionate what are you talking? What? I can't. So just be aware of that. But yeah, I'm going April. So what was your lineup? Let's kind of break it down.
My lineup.
Yeah.
First round pick September. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Second round pick February.
Okay.
Third round pick. Dang, I forgot my third round pick. No,
May.
My own existence.
I thought you were having a stroke over there because he buffered real quick.
You said I buffered it. Right. It's my hologram because my other my other guy's at the home. You know, he's resting, but I sent my hologram to record.
I'm telling you what, you keep acting like that, I'm gonna have to put you in a home.
May, and then I'm gonna round it out with November.
All right, so that's the B squad. So we're going October. Because spooky season, baby.
Yes.
And any broads that listen, there's your pumpkin spice. I'm just saying. Then December, because Jesus.
You really just going to tag that on there.
Yeah, and you best believe that's going to be a tag in the description.
Now you trying to make me feel guilty or something?
No, Jesus is doing that. That's called a conscience. Go to church, loser. What's wrong with you? I don't even think I need a third and fourth pick because, you know.
He said Jesus is doing that to you.
You're right. So third is July because fireworks, and fourth is April just because, you know, hey, past winter feels nice out, you know, so.
Well, let's review the ones we didn't pick.
Okay, so January, February, March. Who cares about March? Well, I guess March Madness.
January, we
No, I'm just going, because I'm stupid. March, I mean, I know March Madness, which I can care less about.
Yeah. I can't say I just, really look forward to it.
What's in March? St. Patty's Day?
St. Patty's, yeah.
Which is like...
I'm not Irish, so...
Right. I mean, I don't know, probably... my ancestors probably banged an Irishman at some point. I don't know. So April, May, June. June's like mini June.
June is like the most plain. If
it's vanilla.
That's what I'm about to say. If somebody told you to describe a cereal or something like,
it would be Cheerios.
Go back to the cereal episode, but it'd be like Frosted Flakes. It's just, I mean, not Frosted Flakes. Cornflakes. It's just bland. Like,
right. There's nothing. There's no holidays in June. Yeah.
No.
Well, Juneteenth.
Yes. But, you know, that's a kind of a recent modern
right,
type
yeah.
Of, I mean, it happened years ago, but it just now started.
Right, it actually got traction. People actually are paying attention to it.
It hasn't really taken off yet. It's still gaining legs at this point.
Hey, and look, not for nothing, man. I've always felt weird about this as a white dude. I always feel like I shouldn't get paid for predominantly black holidays.
Really?
It's always a weird feeling. It's like, I don't deserve this.
Well,
is that weird?
I think the holiday is, I mean, you're reading into the holiday only impacting the ethnic group that it's centered around, but the holiday is encompassing everyone. You know, like, you know, Martin Luther King didn't just touch and reach just black people. He reached a variety he reached tons of people throughout the world, you know, and recognizing that holiday is bringing world awareness, not just, you know, the ethnic group that is centered around.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It just, I've always just felt like,
because before Juneteenth was even a holiday, did you know anything about it?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. So by now that you know about it, and it has brought awareness to it, then it leads you to look into the story and see why it is now a holiday. So it served its purpose.
Fair enough. It was just one of those things you said, I'm like, this is kind of a blurb that's in my head that I just like to, you know, put out there that you probably didn't, clearly you didn't know about me. So there we go.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, you're saying that you don't feel right getting paid for, you know, maybe 2 holidays. All the rest of the holidays is of, you know, white descent, so I get paid for all of them. And I get way more. So should I not take that holiday because I am of African descent? Hell no.
Let's consult with Jesus.
There you go, bring it down.
See what he has to say.
Yeah. So June.
Okay. July, August. What is August?
August is like, especially if you was in school, it was like going back to. It was like the beginning of the end. It was like the.
Any holidays in August?
Not that I know of.
Labor Day?
Labor Day's in September.
Yeah, it is.
But August is kind of like the first 15 days of August is great because you're still in break mode.
Right.
And then from the 15th to the 30th or whatever, you thinking about going back to school or going back to something. You know? And I mean, it's not really. And on top of this, kind of like the end of the summer too. So August is kind of like a bad news Bears month. It has bad news in it.
September, October,
Hold on, September, October.
Okay,
we
so
covered all of them.
Did we?
Yeah, I took September. You took October.
Yeah.
I took November.
So what are we talking about? We talking about March sucks.
We said January. We didn't pick January.
Okay.
We didn't pick March.
Okay. Yeah.
We didn't pick June.
Yeah,
we didn't pick August.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny that two of the months we didn't pick was in the summer?
Huh. Well, I mean, yeah, but I think we also grabbed the ones that are important though. Like the two that didn't get grabbed are the two with nothing in them. One reminds you of school, and the other one's like the redheaded stepchild of July.
The plainest woman in the building.
Right.
Like no June is like no features that make it stand out at all.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Wow, good draft.
Yeah, it was good, man. I know you mentioned it. I was kind of like, we'll see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we did have another draft in mind, and I think we're still going to do it. We're going to try to do it next week, as long as the wife doesn't figure out some other dumb stuff to do that makes her not be around.
I'm kind of glad she wasn't in this draft because somebody would have been left. Like all of our fourth picks would be not our choice.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It would have been like Mr. Irrelevant in the real NFL draft. Like it's
right.
Like you had to pick them. Like it's
I choose August.
Like if you was playing a pick-up basketball game, it's the last person left to pick.
Right.
Like nobody wanted it.
It's legit. Like, yeah, I'll draft the 4'5" white guy. That's great. I'm thrilled.
So it's good that it was only two of us.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's good because then we got to body 4 other months and tell them to get their. So yeah. So we had there's another draft and we're not going to tell you what it is because we're really going to try it for next week.
Okay.
I think it's going to be fun. It's a different take on the draft. So there's actually going to be some more strategery around there. We had a few other topics we could go around, but we are running a little bit long here, so I don't really want to make this like an extended episode, so we're probably going to wrap it up here in a few.
Yeah.
We'll kind of keep those for next week because I didn't think we actually would have got this much traction out of the things we had on the table here. So that's hats off to you, and that's just how it always works, man.
Kind of why we're doing this in the first place, because we can be in an assurance convention, and somehow me and you will come out of there with some type of conversation that
and you know what, and this, actually, it's because I forgot to mention this, so this is gonna be a perfect way to wrap it up. So I meant to say this actually in the open. Once again, our new format for BDE Street is the straightforward one product approach, and we covered double standards the last time.
Yeah.
And Tiff, my wife, she had some interesting takes on there. Unfortunately, we did this a little bit too late. She was sleepy buys. And she couldn't make it, but then she complained to me the next morning, I had this to say. I'm like, well, you should have came downstairs, silly. That sounds like a you problem. But she had some interesting takes, so if you didn't get a chance to listen to it, go back. It's actually a good listen. It's one of the more prouder episodes we've made. We had some good responses to it. Yeah, so real interesting, a lot of learning that happened. It was a good one. So I think we have decided. Well, no, I think we're still waiting actually to kind of disclose what the next BDE one is, and that's going to be on Wednesday or Saturday.
Wednesday.
Oh, what is today? Saturday?
Today is Saturday.
Sweet Jesus. Yeah. All right. See, that's it. You know what? Real quick, another thing. That's another thing that holidays do. They screw your whole week up. You don't know the day of the week for about 3 weeks after. Anyway, yeah, BDE will be on Wednesday. I'll probably send something out on Twitter Tuesday morning, letting folks know what the topic we decide to do. Because, like I said, we're waiting for something to kind of fall through here or fall into our lap or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And that'll kind of decide on what we're going to do. But just like the normal stuff, socials, Twitter, that's where I'm most active on. I mean, obviously I use the Facebook and all that, but keep plugging away in the YouTube. I appreciate you guys, getting views, because there's a lot of views on there now. It's super exciting. It's crazy. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Stop making me have to go buy video equipment. Obviously the Patreon thing is there. We're still doing that giveaway, so we're still waiting for folks to kind of jump in there and, get something free, but also, help support us, because we are an independent podcast. I mean, this is me and you, and every month I'm losing money. So that's generally how that goes. So it would be nice to kind of break a little even, but, the fact that you guys listen and share it is great as well. But, is what it is. But you got anything to mention to our fine folks here?
No, everything laid down pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, everything's cool.
Yeah, it's surprising because we suck at this, so it's good. No. Yeah, well, it was a good talk. Happy birthday to you, my man.
Appreciate that.
You may not make it to a next one, so that's good. Make sure, I think your next one is you get, the AARP card or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about, hanging out with some of my buddies.
Get you a walker.
Like me and Biden, we can
Yeah, well, yeah. You know what? You guys can share a bowl of pudding.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that's beautiful.
Sleepy Joe. All right.
All right, boys. Well, once again, you guys have a good Memorial Day. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Hug your family. Love your family. And that's about all I got. Toodaloo there, kiddos.
This is Jermaine.
This is Rich.
And you just enjoyed the X's and O's of life. Huh?